Listen, just thank you for the way you lead and just the time you invested into the Tobs. I just remember being here when I was in you guys' shoes. Every time you would come, like I would show up, but I wasn't like really into it. But I just want to say thank you just for the seeds that you planted and let you know that it made a difference in my life the whole time that I was here. So I'm very thankful to you. So let's give him a little hand clap. But no, this evening I'm going to be super short, man. I don't want to preach at you. I just kind of want to teach you about something that I walked through in my life. And that was just really like figuring out what was my purpose, living on a purpose. But if I'm honest with you, that's an area I struggled with in my life for like 13 years. And I don't know if any of you have been there, but you can find yourself sometimes in life just really questioning like, what is your purpose or what does that mean? And when I looked that word up today, the purpose means reasons for which something is done or created or for which something exists. But here's what the Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11. It says, for the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. He plans to give you a hope in the future. So the Lord is telling us in that scripture right there that he has a good plan for us, all right? And it's good. All right, but I also love what Ephesians says about purpose. Ephesians 2:10 says, for we're God's masterpiece. So right there, God is telling you that we're his masterpiece. So he took his time for each and every one of you guys. He made you on purpose, for a purpose, in a unique way. So when I read those things, and it says at the end of that verse, it says, so we can do good things where he planned for us a long time ago. So before, when we was knitted in our mother's womb, he already had a plan and a purpose for us. And sometimes we can get distracted with those things of just, in the game of baseball, just questioning, and I know some of you may have the question of, man, what if I don't get drafted? Or what if I go play indie ball and that don't work out? Or, what if I don't get the job I wanted after we graduate? But if I'm honest with you, I found myself there in 2021. Like I said, I grew up in Troy, Alabama. I went out to play college ball, and I came here in 2019 to play for the Tobs. And then 2021, I came back here, and I was coaching. And I threw a pitch during batting practice, just like y'all out there right now. Just got done coming in. I threw a pitch, and I got struck in the eye, right? And me thinking that this injury was just going to be an injury I bounced back from, this was actually a really severe injury. So when I got hit in the eye, I found myself thankful to him and his family, so give it up for him. I got hit in the eye, man, and honestly, it was an injury, like I said, I thought it was going to be something simple that I could just bounce back for. Like, I'll be out for 3-4 weeks. But I found myself in a pretty rough situation. I ended up losing the vision in my eye to where I couldn't see. The doctors told me that I'll be fine. They would just have to give me stitches. I'll be okay in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll be able to resume my life. Well, 2 to 3 weeks go by, and I still can't see out of my right eye. I got a bunch of blood in here, and they give me eye drops and all these different things telling me that I'll be fine. But little did I know that I wasn't going to be okay. As I go on throughout the weeks and all the time, I just began to fall into depression. I forget what I'm doing with my life because I was so stuck in the baseball realm of things that I had no purpose outside of it. This was my identity. So this is all I lived for. So I knew nothing when the game was taken away from me. So as I go through all this, I just found myself in this deep pit, right? Like I wasn't surrounding myself with good friends. I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. Just hanging out, clubs, sleeping around, just trying to find anything to fill that void that I lost with the game of baseball being gone. And I just remember just being in the room and just questioning God. I felt like I was called to be a Major League Baseball player. I'm sure some of you guys feel the same way. But I want to let you know that you have a bigger purpose than the game of baseball. Like he gave you this game to make a difference and make an impact on the people that's around you. For the fans, for the people like Mr. Ash, or just open up his house and just let me stay there. Like I made a difference in his son's life, right? So we still have that connection to this day. But I want to talk to you about when I found my purpose of what I experienced, right? I started experiencing fulfillment, the joy, and the freedom, and the peace of God in my life. So I woke up every morning, I started to choose joy. So I started to turn away from old habits of things that I used to do, and I joined different small groups, got around good godly friends who wanted better for me. So today, like I said, I really just wanted to unpack what purpose meant, and I want to show you how to live that out. So what I put right here in my notes, it said, discovering your purpose begins with living on a mission. Jesus says in Matthew 22, verse 37 through 39, Jesus replied, Love the Lord God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like, love your neighbor as yourself. This is the greatest commandment that God has given us. And when I'm saying this, when I was in you guys' shoes, I had no relationship with the Lord. I'm thankful to this guy, he took his time just continuing to invite me. And little did he know that he was planting a seed for what was about to come in my life that I didn't even know. Now, he didn't know that, but the Lord placed him in my life to get me here, right here in this seat, to already have this stuff, the same thing we're talking about, to get to this. So my first point with you guys, I really want you guys to love God. John 16:33, it says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I will help you overcome the world. So that was me. In my life I found that it wasn't bad trouble, but it was trouble with my eye. Like little did I know what was about to come, but I found that peace in God. And he gave me that so that I can have this peace and overcome the problem that we all face. Now, we all face problems, but it's different in our lives, right? We all got problems, right? We didn't have problems, have to work through different things. But the Lord has sent us his son for us to have the peace and the joy to overcome this world. So 2 things I wrote for you guys, man, just to show you guys how to love God. The first 30, that's a principle that I have in my life. Where I wake up and I give the Lord the first 30 minutes of my life before I get on the phone and text my girlfriend, check the Instagram. Everybody want to check out Instagram, see who did what, who won the finals, who won the College World Series. I'm doing. And sometimes, honestly, it's a struggle for me. But I encourage you guys to take that principle and find it. And the second point, man, find some guys or some good friends that hold you accountable to just take you towards a good purpose of what God has for you. Like, the game of baseball is going to end one day. Someone soon, or maybe later on. Like, we're all not going to get drafted, right? We're all aware of that. I know you are. But I want to teach you these things, but so when that happens, you have something that brings you peace, and that's God, right? So my second point is to love people, right? The best way to love someone is to share the love of Jesus. That's a principle that I feel like I do really well at. I struggle in some areas, but this is one I try my best to wake up and tell them every day. So you can text someone and tell them that you're thankful for them and encourage them. That can be your mom, that can be your brother. Some of you got little host brothers, host sisters. You can do that. The parents that you love. Just different people that you can text them, and that will just show you love, how to love people. Some of you guys, you know teammates that are here, like my man here, he needs love right now. Trust me, he's going through an injury, a broken hand, and he needs you guys to love him. So you guys sit with him to the day in the game. If you're not playing, sit by him, talk to him, see what he's going through, because everybody's struggling with something. So don't be selfish because things are going well with you. Show him some love today, and just a random act of kindness. Be engaged with the fans and the kids who are screaming. You have those annoying kids. Give me one more ball. Give me one more ball. Hey, can you sign this ball? I know it get annoying at the time, but I want to let you know that that's your purpose of being here. God doesn't care how many home runs you hit or what you do on the field. It's about the impact and the things that you're doing in your life, in the lives of the other. I want to share a quick story just about him. I know I referred to Mr. Cam here. I didn't think he was going to be there, so you would have never knew this. But his son, honestly, I look forward to that little kid every day. 5 years ago, I was here, like I said. But every day, I took intentional time to spend with him, to make his life better, to pour in him, because I knew how much he looked up to me, and God placed me in that household for him to have a big brother. Now today, I get here today, I see this kid is 13 years old. He's leading a workout group with 30-year-olds. How many we had? 18, 15, 16. But he's leading that group, right? And that's all started not because of me, but me just spending that intentional time telling him what his purpose is to be a leader amongst men. And that's what you guys are here for, to do that. And I know that it's in Wilson. It can be boring something. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. Wilson is boring and all that. But you have a purpose of why you're here. So make sure you guys just hone into that. And just love people and love them well. But my last point and my last thought I want to leave you guys with today is, have you ever thought about how God put you into the sport to bring him glory? And that's what I want to leave you with today. I want y'all to think about that as you go on through the day, because this game is going to end someday for each and one of you. But I want you guys to think of that and really sit in that. And some of you guys may not, but I just encourage you to really challenge yourself to that, because I was there in your shoes and I really did take advantage of what he was trying to teach me in those moments. So it's not about you. So take your time, love people, and love Jesus. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thank y'all for coming, and I appreciate each and every one.